Howdy, this is going to be my audience. Say hello.
Hello.
Here you go.
I'm gonna take this back. Let me get these in order. Alrighty. Everyone, I want you to imagine your phone and realize that it's the same idea as playing a slot machine. Super addicting. And that's because we have a desire, overly desire to just keep using it. And that's because of a destructive habit that's been ingrained into our brains. Now, every audience member has a phone, whether it's used for messaging, games, or watching videos. Now, as technology increases at an unprecedented rate over the years, people have developed bad habits that negatively affect them. And it's imperative that we delve into the causes of this if we ever want an effort to fix this. Much like everyone here, I too am addicted to my phone. In both my professional and personal life, I need a phone to communicate with others as well as find out information. I realized this was a problem when I found myself watching videos instead of doing my schoolwork. And I've begun to take the actions that I mentioned here to fix it. So today I'm going to explain the extent to which phone usage is affecting us negatively, the causes as to why this is happening, and then the actions that you and I should be taking to fix this. First, let's explore the problem, the negative health implications of phone usage. Now, the average time spent in 2021 on a phone was 4.8 hours a day, as explained by Avery in a 2022 article. Now, normally people are awake 15 to 18 hours. So it's about 1/3 of your day spent just on your phone. And it has negative health implications both physically and mentally. And physically, for instance, when I use my phone at night, I would have trouble falling asleep. And then when I would have trouble staying asleep, which caused me in the morning to wake up with a stiff neck and back pain. Terrible, terrible back pain. And then during the daytime, I would just sit down and do nothing, just stare at my phone or just stare up at the ceiling because I was tired. And it led me to gaining a bit of weight, honestly. Mental health was also negatively affected, as I mentioned before. People who tended to use social media sites like Snapchat and Instagram tended to be more depressed with life than those who stayed away from those sites, as explained by Stabler in a 2021 article. Now, when I use social media, I felt that. I would do art, but then when I saw other people's on there, I felt discouraged because I felt like mine was terrible. It is. But yeah, now that we know the issues, let's talk about the causes, which is the actual addictive nature of the cell phones and how they're designed this way. Now, smartphones and apps on them are explicitly designed to make our phones difficult to put down. Cell phones have been shown to stimulate dopamine, a chemical in the brain that makes the formation of both habits and addictions. It's like playing slots in Vegas. When you're on a high roll, you get a reward system in your brain. It's kind of explained in Bodeman's article in 2022, but essentially that reward system releases dopamine and it encourages you to go farther, go more, even if you fear losing. The same way with phones. Our constant use of them is making our brains more efficient at processing information at a faster rate. As a side effect, it's made us impatient, and we need a way to occupy our time while we wait since we're so impatient. It's explained by McDonald in his 2015 article, Before COVID Year. Now, this constant access to content over our phones makes us lose track of time easily. That's why we seek out sites like YouTube and video, which has easy access to videos and something to just make the time go by, even though it's really, really just the same amount of time. Now that we understand not the circumstances, the causes, a solution for these problems is to put your phone away for an hour. A regular hour breaks between phone usage can be an effective way to regain your sense of time and to gain control back from your head, away from the phone. Now, personally, leaving my phone at work has been very critical and an easy step towards it. As explained by what was the name of it? Community. As explained by Community Access Network and Prince in 2019, taking a step away from your phone by going to work or going to lunch without your phone with coworkers allowed you to learn more about them. And then you would develop a better relationship with them. It also had positive effects, such as improving my concentration and increasing my habits to be better, as explained in an article called How Putting Your Phone Away Can Give You a Mental Health Break in 2020. Now, in my line of work, I have to focus on what I do, but I notice that my coworkers don't. They always on their phone. I put mine in the back room to concentrate on my customers, and that leads me to get praises from my bosses. So it's pretty good. But now we know that phone overuse affects our health negatively, that phones and their apps are designed to be addictive, and how we can soften its hold by giving ourselves a break. We all have a phone in our lives, but it's important that we don't let it limit and control us. We should all control our digital lives by creating a time frame in which we put away our phones. We can use that time to reconnect with others or get work done and just take a break from the scrolling, swiping, and texting. Now, winning the high rollers table in Vegas will be tough, but putting down a phone for hours, like playing coin the penny slots and then just getting a $20, it's so easy. Just go out there and make some money.